What's going on is Mr. Little Known Facts giving you food for thought, so nibble on that. Shug, well, he's here to facilitate slang. We talk hip hop, yes, we true to our names. So here we go. Let the trumpets blow and hold on because the host of the podcast is the pro. The ruler is back.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yes, sir. It's your man Oktane and Shug back for another episode of the OGs, not old heads podcast. How you feeling, Shug?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
You already know, man. You already know. Make sure y'all follow the podcast on Instagram at OGs Not Old Heads. Follow me at Octane, Oktane. And where can they follow you, sir?
That's at Shug _ Hill, SHUG _ HILL.
If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you share it with everybody that you know. You know what I'm saying? We back again. Thank you for all the support, as we always say, and we always appreciate everybody that supports the OGs Not Old Heads podcast, man. It's been a lot going on in hip hop, but you know what I'm saying, Shug? The most important thing going on right now is what we talking about. What we talking about right now, bro?
We talking about what everybody else is talking about, like-minded hip-hop heads. We are talking about Kendrick Lamar dropping Out of the Sky, GNX.
Out of the sky, out of nowhere. We knew, I think we kind of knew he was going to drop a project or at least drop a song before the year is out, but he actually dropped a whole project. I'm going to lay down the whole scenario. I was at my 9 to 5 earlier last week, and one of my coworkers was like, "Yo, Kendrick just dropped a new song." He sent me the song. I went on Apple Music, started listening to it, and I was like, "All right, this is cool." It was actually the title track to GNX, and then I was like, "All right, this is dope. It's a posse track from Kendrick Lamar, cool." And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, "No, it's a whole album." Because only one song had loaded up at first, and then it was the whole album right after. So, yeah, man, this is the talk of the town right now in hip hop.
Okay, I got the news, and my guys troll me, so I will troll them in return. I hope they're listening. This how I found out if they listening too, right?
Yeah.
They hit me a half an hour later and it's like, "Yo, Shug, your man Kendrick just dropped. See what I'm saying? You ain't even listened to it yet because you know it's gonna be trash." Later on the surprise drop, and I'm like, "Yo, my man, like, first of all, I like to sit with projects respectfully, depending on who you are. You know what I'm saying? You alluded to Tyler the Creator saying he wanted to drop on a Tuesday last trip because he felt like that's better listening time.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you drop, you got a lot going on, so you don't have time to give it a clear ear, clear listen. You know what I'm saying? I like to indulge in what I'm indulging in, get into a zone, and respectfully give that artist 100% attention. So I feel like the pressure was on me to listen because of everything that's going on right now in the Kendrick Lamar world. So I started giving it a listen. And from there on, I've been listening to it ever since. Obviously, that's why we're here.
Me too. I think that I've seen a lot of I guess feedback on the project from different spaces, and I think that one thing that does need to stop is like, yo, this is a Kendrick Lamar fan, this is a Drake fan. Like, if you're a fan of music, you just love music, so it's not like you gotta figure out if you're a fan, like this fan. But I've seen a lot of people just jump out the gate and be like, "Oh no, it's trash." Like, I don't like Kendrick Lamar not being the lyrical miracle that he is, basically. And that's what they're gauging from this project. And then you got other people that I feel like are Kendrick Lamar core fans that are like, he's having fun. This is like a fun project for him. It's a one of his most like less serious albums. It ain't on some like super introspective stuff. It's just him rapping, and I can appreciate that. Like, I think that sometimes we have to give artists the grace to just be who they want to be and put out projects that they want to put out. And I don't think the quality is not there. I don't think that Kendrick Lamar has to be a lyrical miracle on every one of his projects. And I also don't think that he's not being lyrical on this project because he's having fun. Like the bars are still there. So
I want to follow up on what you said about the biased people or the lack of Kendrick Lamar fans that hear it and then they say it's whack, and they didn't really hear it; they just skimmed through it, which is funny to me.
Yeah,
I said I wanted to give it a respectful, 100% undivided attention. Listen, so I trolled them in return to my group chat, and as soon as the project dropped, I uploaded it so they could see it, and then I already listened to it. It's whack. You know what I'm saying? So we could get that out there. And now that Lex Kendrick Lamar to kind of do a reverse psychology trolling. You know what I'm saying? But of course, they don't play along with me because they knew where I was with that. And with that being said, they have yet to admit that it's fire yet. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to give me that. And it's only 3 people, which is funny because it's a group of 4 of us. Like we break down our group chats like everybody else. And then we got group chat here, group chat there. But then we got select group chat where it's only 4 of us. So I'm saying that to say I'm the odd man. Like the 3 of them, they don't really mess with Kendrick Lamar like that. And I'm the one. So I always got to hear the backlash about how he don't got no bop and all that. And he basically did Kendrick Lamar what I thought he was going to do. I told everybody I was waiting or they was going to bring out Compton Kenny. You know, you got Kung Fu.
Mm-hmm.
You got that the layered Kenny that you're talking about, the introspective with the albums on how he leaves all the Easter eggs and he gets really deep and boring. You know what I'm saying? But Compton Kenny is similar to a Brooklyn Big or a Brooklyn J. You know what I'm saying? Right. When they representing that element, that city, that town fully, and it's unedited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like they pushing his back against the wall. He's also listening. I'm glad he's listening to the people that say he's boring and he doesn't make music with bop.
Right.
I feel like Compton Kenny presented that album just for them this go round. And here we are. Yeah, man, that's of course what we're listening to, obviously. Let me hear what your favorite single of that project is.
Oh, it's got to be Heart Part 6.
Okay.
Got to be Heart Part 6 because I'm gonna tell you the reasons why, right? So I just, and it's crazy because I be knowing like my favorite songs who produced them. And a few years ago, it might have been like maybe 2 years ago, I found out that the Neptunes produced Use Your Heart by SWV. That was already my favorite SWV song. Mm-hmm. And then Kendrick sampled Use Your Heart by SWV on Heart Part 6. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? You always be like, yo, your VA bias is, but yeah, Neptunes is my favorite production duo. Like they just are. And just to know that they did that, and then Kendrick and Pharrell done made music together already, and then for him to use that song and then make a really dope song out of that, to me that's the best song on this project. Is Heart Part 6. My favorite single, very introspective, like it's just a smooth record, and I think that's what most people are feeling right now that I've seen off that project. Was this the most posted joint that I've seen? It just always confirms when I see stuff like that. Like even going back in the day, like that's a great SWV record, like timeless. And so I'm glad to see that one of my favorite hip hop artists recognizes that song and had it sampled and used that beat and made some really great music out of it. So Heart Part 6 is that joint. And then also another layer of that is when Drake tried to steal the Heart series from Kendrick It didn't work, and Kendrick's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even gonna let you take my series from me, bro. I'm still going with the heart joints. So yeah. That's my single off of that album.
That reminds me of like Young Thug and what is it, 500 Degrees?
No, the bar, the Carter.
All right, the Barter.
Carter.
Yeah, he did that with Lil Wayne. Jumped in the way of that right there. Yeah, man. Like I said, overall, Kendrick is providing familiarity with that sample that he used.
Mm-hmm.
So people can't act like it's space alien music that they're listening to. It's rocket science that they're listening to. It's a familiar sound, so I really appreciate him doing that. My single is Wacced Out Murals, which starts off the track.
About to say the first track off the album.
Starts off the album, and yeah, man, that's sad that they got up on his mural and messed it up.
Corny.
Out in his hometown, for one. And he speaks on it and lets you know, like, yo, that's normal biz. That's town business around here. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that'll push somebody to move to Europe, but not me. Like, I'm used to that. I'm really from the town. Like, that ain't the worst that could happen in Compton.
Yeah.
And I also like how he shot straight out, pause, and he addresses everything. He's not like, he said if he catch a flight, it's going to be direct. Ain't nothing subliminal. He spoke on Lil Wayne, and he's still speaking on Drake. And it's like, I'm standing on business. What y'all want to do? You know, I'm rapping about it. Y'all are tweeting, streaming, doing interviews and stuff like that. That's not, bro, that ain't going to do it. This is rap. You're going to have to get in that pocket, that arena, and rap. Don't talk about you going to wake a sleeping giant. Bro, go do it.
Right.
Go do it. Go say something. Get in the booth. Release the track. Like, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So all the politics, I like how Kendrick Lamar is pause. He on their head top. Like, yo, if this what y'all want, then this what y'all gonna get. You feel me?
Yo, that's the essence of hip hop, bro. Battling been a part of hip hop since. That's where MCing comes from, yo. You had two MCs battling over who's gonna rock the party better, all the way to like, and that's what it is till today. To like, that's what I just don't. We gotta stay within our culture, and that's what I love about this whole thing. Like that, I think that's the thing that's getting missed out on this whole thing, where it's like, I don't like to see our legends going at each other. No, bro, this is hip hop. This is what hip hop is, bro. Like y'all are missing the point. There does not need to. It doesn't take away from the growth and maturity of hip hop and none of that. But you got to stay with the essence, bro. Like the top guys got to battle each other. This is like no other genre of music out there. That's what separates us from everything else.
Yeah. So even with that, right? I'm a fan of Drake. You know what I'm saying? Drake gotta get himself together. How he get himself together? Because I'm not gonna keep sitting here and defending myself and act like I don't like Drake music or whatever it may be. Right? It's just he's in a bad spot right now because the Lion, is, he's outside right now. Yeah. And I was listening to Kendrick Lamar's album GNX, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to tweet that. Oh, I'm gonna throw this quotable up. Oh, I'm gonna post this on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it reminded me of Drake. That's what Drake is known for, having those quotables to post. But here's the difference. His Kendrick Lamar's has substance to what he's saying, like his quotables. Drake's quotables are usually, I'm heartbreaking, this is why I did that, or this is how I ease this pain with this money, or this is another $300 million deal I got, or new plane I got. You know what I'm saying? It's more braggadocious quotes.
Right.
With Kendrick Lamar, he's providing pain and power at the same time. And power.
Blue collar joints.
Yeah. Gosh, like, yeah, there's a lot of quotables on this album, which I always tell us the artist, and if you listen to the podcast, I'm going to repeat myself again. Bro, as an artist, sometimes you could go over people's heads a lot. Kendrick Lamar does that himself. But when you dumb it down and you get in that pocket where it's relatable for everybody, even the people who are looking for the bop and the simplicity and want to enjoy music, because that's what I keep hearing. Yo, when I listen to music, I don't want to like think.
I don't want to think. Yeah, that'd be the main thing.
I want to have fun and enjoy myself. Like, okay, well, here you go. Now he's serving up the platter, bro. What you gonna complain about?
You just say you don't want to think. That sounds crazy because you still relating to them lyrics, and that's what's making you like the music. So you are thinking, like you're not.
Man. They don't like Kendrick because he's short. He's from Cali or the clothes.
Because he's assertive, bro. Because he's sure of himself, and that's the thing, right? You got more people, and I ain't taking nothing away from Drake, but Drake is like the man that's constantly trying to search for himself and find himself. Kendrick is a man that knows himself, and he's gonna say that, like he's gonna stand on what he say, and that's a difference, bro. Like for people that can't understand that, it's like, oh nah, he trying to be this or he trying to be too da 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 da. Bro, you still finding yourself, and that's what it is. Like I can relate to Drake's music from a perspective of a man that was in instances trying to find himself, but like I'm sure of myself as well. Like I can definitely get on with Kendrick is on at all times, and I gravitate to that more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really praise that more when it comes to like the essence and the deeper meaning of music. Like Kendrick got that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like Drake, when you're trying to find yourself, as you're saying, the words you're using, Drake is gonna come along with the bottles and the hoes and be like, yo, come on, bro, you ain't gotta worry about that. Finding yourself, what? Get out the mirror, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick is gonna stand you in front of the music and be like, in front of the mirror, excuse me, and be like, yo, bro, you're gonna have to deal with this now or later. My advice to you is to deal with it now. A lot of people,
we really got a man that's like dealing with the intricacies of floating through a relationship with a wife, a woman that he's gonna spend his life with, and then a guy that's like constantly being like, you know what I'm saying? I got this one kid with this woman that y'all didn't even know I was with, and you know what I'm saying, I got exposed for hiding that child from the public, and then I'm out here trying to be a bachelor, and I'm pushing 40 and still trying to act like I'm 25 in front of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I think Drake is so
bones in my hair and stuff. Like, come on, bro. Like, what we doing here?
I'll compliment Drake on saying, you know, his popularity goes from 8 to 80. I'll put it that way, right? His popularity goes from 8 to 80. And he has to decide how he wants to grow with that popularity, which, yeah, the bobos in your hair, that's going to relate to maybe the 30 and under. But as you age, some of the people that's 30 and above, they want to be OGs and old heads, you know, and they're fine with that. Yeah. Whereas the people who are 30, 40-ish still trying to hang out with the college students, you're naturally gonna look weird. I think that's where Drake is at right now. And you know, hopefully he stands in front of the mirror, not with the song that he was supposed to put out. Man in the Mirror, then Absol blow that up or something like that.
Yeah.
He was about to use the Man in the Mirror sample or something like that. I was gonna get that cleared. But speaking of samples, actually, Squabble Up. That sample that he used in Squabble Up, Debbie Deb, I think.
When I hear music, it makes me dance.
Yeah. That sonic funk, you know what I'm saying? And then the video, he had the homie, the Latin homie, that's what I'm gonna say, the Latin homie. He had the Latin homie doing the dance to it and all of that, paying homage to that, you know, particular part of Cali and their culture.
Yeah.
What is it, the Cholos? I don't want to violate and say the wrong thing. That sample is even crazy. Like,
So
Yeah, man.
a lot of love to the unity between Black and Latinos on the West Coast, because he had Black and Latino hip hop artists all throughout his project. You know what I'm saying? Like that, he just really showed the culture of where he's from on that GNX album. Like, you know what I mean? Like Kendrick is he's very thought provoking. He knows what he's doing with the movements that he does. Like he is a lot of thought put into the things that he does. He ain't just sporadic, bro.
Shout out to Soundwave on that beat, that particular beat. Soundwave is, one of his in-house producers.
Yeah.
But musically, I like when the album makes you feel like you're on the block with the artist. And that's why I said Compton Kenny, because that's like, all right, if they want beef, then let's squabble up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. Even with regards to that sample, it reminds me, or it takes me back to, I feel like I've heard that particular brand of music in a Cali movie, an old school Cali movie, whether it was South Central or Colors, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. It's that scene where they do show the Latinos outside with their plaid shirts on, and they got the 40s, they got the girls around them with the makeup, and they dance.
The one button on top.
They outside, they listening to the music with the shades on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of music I feel like they were listening to, during that particular era, being that, they heavy on the dance movements.
Yeah. And then like when you saying of like the samples, like just other things, like him doing If This World Were Mine, having that on there with the Luther track. And then Man at the Garden is one mic basically from Nas. You know what I'm saying? And you got Incarnated. That's Tupac right there.
He even shouted out on Wacced Out Murals. He even shouted out, he and the GNX listening to Anita Baker.
Yeah.
You gotta be an old soul with this.
He hit Nas up again on Gloria when he's shouting out his pen. When you remember Nas did I Gave You Power. He talking about a gun.
Yeah.
Kendrick talking about his pen on Gloria, and it's the same type of vibe. So I think that's the overlooked part of this project. Not the overlooked part of the project, but I think that when these guys, certain people are like judging it off of the lyrical miracle part, like you're missing out on that part, like the paying homage throughout this is just a really paying homage project. Like, let me pay homage to my Cali culture. Let me pay homage to songs that I love growing up that really impacted me. I'm pretty sure some of those are some of Kendrick's favorite songs
and
he took and remade.
And just like how he always repping the town, regardless of whether you know him or not, like he did at the pop out. I'm sure people were watching artists perform and they like, who's this? Who's this? On his album, he has artists that I'm hearing and I'm like, who's this? Who's this? But that's his Compton homies, or that's his Cali homies. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they repping. They honestly are repping. Like, it's not like they bringing the album down or anything like that. TV Off, that's fire. With,
Mustard!
I was waiting for it. I knew you'd do it. He got a track called Dodger Blue, of course. In that Wacced Out Murals. I mean, what video is that? That's the video he dropped for Squabble Up. He's rocking this time. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of nuggets and jewels that Kendrick Lamar fans, that's what we like him for.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's what we like him for.
We do, man. So that album is definitely it carried on the rest of the year, and Cali just representing real hard for hip hop, man. I feel like him and Tyler really brought it in for the end of the year for hip hop albums.
Schoolboy Q,
Schoolboy
Absol drop.
album this year. Absol dropped the album. So
what's the name is killing over there too? What's my man name? I don't want to say what you be saying about him. Not Dom Kennedy, but even though Dom Kennedy, I think he dropped some new fire lately too. Well, you know my man.
He dropped the album Iron. We gotta get the old Dom back, man.
You know my man Russell over there in Cali. He doing his thing heavy.
Yeah.
Gosh, who am I thinking about? Sheesh. I don't want to forget about it while I'm talking about him. Dang, what's the guy you always say sound like Dom Kennedy? Sheesh.
Larry June?
Yeah. You know, he's carrying that Cali banner also.
Yeah.
So like, man, they are definitely doing a thing on the West Coast.
Yeah, shout out to the West Coast, man. We need to take some nuggets from that on the East Coast. I think that the advantage of really the West Coast is there's only really 2 states on the West Coast. You got Cali and then you got Washington. I don't know if Oregon counts in there, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's a one big state. It's a lot of love right there, you know what I'm saying? And they don't hate, you know what I'm saying? There's always been love between Northern Cali and Southern Cali. It's never been no funny stuff. So yeah, man, East Coast, we got to catch up. We got to catch up next year.
Yeah, I mean,
it
goes on waves.
About the pop.
I feel like New York got too caught up with the drill as far as, you know, the original New York sound. But no worries, man. No worries. As soon as my man Joey Badass is finished with, you know, doing his thing, acting, or whenever he takes a quick break, he's gonna bring back that East Coast sound that he reps.
Yeah.
Equally the boom bap of the East Coast.
I think we're getting back to the essence again, man. You always gotta go through those rough patches, and I think that drill music was a rough patch, and I think it's pretty much over for it. I think drill music is gone. I don't see half as much drill music as I used to.
They transitioned. They transitioned to sexy drill. That's what it's called now.
Yeah, it's time to get away from that too much street stuff. Like we can have street music, but we can't just be having killing. Like that can't just be your whole project, bro.
And they all got a certain voice. I mean, shout out to my man Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, amongst others. But those are the ones particularly that, you know, I mess with.
Yeah.
Other than that, them dudes be having the funny voices going on with their drill music.
Yeah.
So that got rather creepy. I do like sexy drill though. I ain't gonna lie. I like sexy drill.
Yeah, I'll take that. Pause.
Yeah, shout out to my man Jordan at a Tune J.
I can rock with that song. It's okay. But yeah, man. Just to get back to business, I'm definitely if this is an Oktane review, I give this GNX album a 93. We give him that a 93. 93 Oktane.
93 Oktane. If this was
premium gas right there.
If this was the source, I'm gonna give it 4.5 mics.
I give it 4. A solid 4.
I'm somewhere around the 4, but the popularity that I think this album is gonna garner with the bop, the sounds, you know what I'm saying? He got the Luther with SZA for the females and Squabble Up. You know what I'm saying? He got some commercial. This is one of his most commercial albums, and I gotta give him credit for that because of the replay value that a lot of people deny Kendrick Lamar albums. Even myself, like Kendrick Lamar albums be fire, but it doesn't always have replay value because of the substance and the topics. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand what people be saying about Kendrick Lamar. They just can't say it about this album.
Yeah, they can't.
And that's why
I think Luther will be a single. I think Luther will be a radio single.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna push that. So yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
That's it for that. Let's get to the next thing. Them dream collabs.
Dream collabs.
Where we at with it?
First, so I'm going first.
I'll go first on the dream collabs. I'm going with Lotto and Lil Kim.
Aha.
I think we need to get Lil Kim up in the studio again. I think that her and Lotto would make a great track together. I was just talking to my lady earlier, and I'm like, Lotto is like really one of my favorite female rappers. Like, she really knows how to make songs. She be spitting lyrics, and she comes off like I would rap them, even though she's a woman, and I can feel what she's saying. Like, I like the stuff that she say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real cool. For like a chick, like, it's real, like, she's suave. So like, I feel like Lil Kim was always like that. So I think that Lotto and Lil Kim would make a great combination on a record together. So let's get that going. Who you got?
Wait, because I want to comment on that.
Okay.
You're saying Lotto and Lil Kim because it wouldn't be Lotto and Nicki Minaj or Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. So what they say, enemy of yours is an enemy of mine.
I wasn't playing it like that.
I'm just throwing that out there. They both light skin red bones also. And while we're on the subject of female rappers, I also want to shout out Glorilla and Meg Thee Stallion. I feel like, Sexy Red is also up there, and I'm sure I might be leaving out somebody else. I like Bia, Cardi B. Gosh, every time we do this segment, the number of female artists that we got to shout out.
Flo Milli.
Yeah, man.
3D Nitty.
Doechii, Tierra Whack.
Doechii's my favorite right now. All of them.
Yeah, man. Doechii been bringing that heat. She bought the music first. Now she's bringing the body. She's like, yo,
I'm gonna give y'all a little body with it.
I wasn't about to push me out the door saying I'm a rapidy lyrical miracle chick. I'm gonna show y'all a twerk or two here and there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, with these skimpy shorts, and let y'all know I can keep up with them too.
Which I don't think she necessarily needed to do, but she keeping it cool, so she all right with me. She ain't doing too much.
But nah, like I like when the women are out here doing their thing. So I'm glad you put that out there as your dream collab.
Sure.
My dream collab, I took it to Mobb Deep and UGK. I feel like that would have to be a Havoc production.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I feel like Bun B and Pimp C would be able to keep up with the PPMs. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's too poppy for them.
I mean, they did Big Picture.
Yeah, and that's what makes me say that I know they can keep up with other types of music.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't got to be down south.
Slow down type joint.
Screwed up for them, you know what I'm saying? Bring the pain. And of course, that's duo on duo.
Mm-hmm.
Even Prodigy got a slow down flow, so that's why I feel like it would mesh perfectly. And they be on they unapologetic lyrics. Like, they don't pull punches with their lyrics.
Yeah.
Especially Prodigy or Prodigy or Pimp C. They definitely ain't pulling no lyrics.
Yeah.
The engineer is going to have to edit that, or the record label is going to have to edit that. So, yeah, I think that would be fire, man. UGK and Mobb Deep.
Okay.
for my dream collab.
I would like to hear that for sure. And then only thing I can really add to that is I would want to hear both producers produce, because you know Pimp C was a producer, so I would like to see a song that's produced by Havoc and then a song that's produced by Pimp C. So give me two.
Album, half and half. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, 1/3 could be Havoc, 1/3 could be Pimp C, and another third could be, you know, their additional producers, whether it's Alchemist or whomever else they may use, Mike Dean, somebody like that.
I like that. Yeah, I can definitely rock with that. I could see them working together. Rest in peace, Prodigy, and rest in peace, Pimp C. That would be crazy.
You heard?
FANtasy Verzuz.
FANtasy Verzuz. Yeah, man, we are here with the FANtasy Verzuz Who You Got, in which, as we are staying in the line of competition, the spirit of friendly competition, Pusha T and Jim Jones.
That's crazy.
A back and forth, and they might as well just get it out musically. You know what I'm saying? Within their catalog, you know, Verzuz is 20 joints. Pusha T, part of the Clips. Jim Jones, part of Dipset. So you know you can't count those records out. They've each held their own solo wise. But who you got? Well, you're Virginia-based bias. So
Stop throwing that as a premise to what I'm gonna say. Like, that's crazy that you keep trying to go with this Virginia bias thing. I'm really going purely based off of the music. When it comes to the Verzuz, between Jim Jones and Pusha T.
No, yeah. That's a difficult one for you too, huh?
It is.
Harlem Connects, Harlem BX Connects.
Yes, most definitely. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't count out the fact that I'm a Virginian, but I'm a New Yorker too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
who you got?
If I had to pick between Pusha T and Jim Jones in the Verzuz,
oh man, are you stumped over there?
Oh, Pusha T.
There you go. I figured that.
I'm going Pusha T because of, although he doesn't have a balling, because out of those two, Jim Jones definitely has a bigger record overall with balling. That's his biggest record. That's a huge record. But I feel like Pusha T has more quality albums than Jim Jones does. And I think that he has put out better work overall. So if it came down to a Verzuz, whether you talking about solo and with the Clips, I feel like he would do a better job of Verzuz than Jim Jones, even with his Dipset music.
I think you're referring you're handicapping Jim Jones because of that poor performance they did against the Locks on Verzuz. I think that's where that energy may be coming from, and it's okay. I'm definitely going with Jim Jones. Not saying that it was an easy decision.
Based off of what?
Based off of things like you said, Ballin' is, you know, one of them hits that Pusha T can't really keep up with.
Grinding.
I like Certified Gangsta. I like how Jim Jones had Max B with him on G's Up, Hoes Down, amongst other songs. You know what I'm saying? Dipset era with Jim Jones. Yeah, man. I don't want to say anything bad about Pusha T. But I feel like his coke rap overwhelms me personally. Like once you heard one coke rap track, then you've heard them all. Now I will mention for Pusha T, he do got a dope joint. I mess with Kendrick Lamar.
That's wild, but you wouldn't say that about Griselda.
Nostalgia. Nah, Griselda be switching it up with their features, their beats, their consistency.
I feel like Dipset definitely had a lot of drug dealing rap as well.
But it's mixed between drug dealing rap, fly rap, bully rap. You know what I'm saying? It's just not one. Like Pusha T is just coke rap, bro. Like scales.
The most complex. Like if you can sit in one type of genre or lane and just be so prolific at it.
No. You're not gonna.
So prolific at it.
I mean, yeah, man. I feel like he needs Pharrell to keep him diverse. He needs Pharrell or Malice to keep him diverse. You know what I'm saying? Well, them features, like I said, Nostalgia with Kendrick Lamar, the joint he had with Tyler, amongst others. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a pretty even matchup, but I'm just going with Jim Jones. I'm going with Jim Jones. You dig?
Okay.
You dig?
Okay.
Goonie Googles.
The Goonie Googles. This nigga definitely was with the Goonie Googles.
Betha.
He was at everybody. He went at Nas.
Slap that kufi off.
Yeah, he was ready to just jump off jump off the rails for anybody.
Nah,
I'm going with Pusha though. I'm still staying with Pusha, bro.
Yeah, nah, I'm not mad at you for that.
So people, we need to know who you going with.
Pusha T or Jim Jones?
Pusha T and Jim Jones, man.
Half VA is gonna say Pusha T, and the New York fan base is gonna say Jim Jones.
I don't think so. I don't think New Yorkers like Jim Jones as much as you think they do. So we'll see.
I wish Pusha T would have responded to Jim Jones. That what was it on the block freestyle?
Jim that Jones was pretty fire though. I'll give him that. But verses. We need the verses.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Top five.
We got top 5 beats this week.
Top 5 beats. I think I saw I want to shout out on Instagram 92 Bricks.
Okay.
I also want to shout out some YouTube people. What is it? Big Kish, The Company Man, Torture Talk. You know what I'm saying? I see these people on my timeline on YouTube, and I'm influenced by them. You know what I'm saying? They podcasting, they're providing content based in this hip hop realm. So I think it was 92 Bricks who had they gave their opinion on the best beat ever. You know what I'm saying? And as we do the top 5, I felt like we should push that out there. Our top 5 beats. Top 5 beats.
Part 1.
Ready?
Say what?
You look like you ready.
I am ready. You look like you ready too, though.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to go first? I go first. So you can dish first, however you want to do it.
Go ahead.
All right, so top 5 beats. As we were just on the subject, I have Grinding by the Clips. Yes, sir. I definitely have Grinding by the Clips. Still Dre.
Fire.
Yeah, man. Benjamins, all about the Benjamins.
Ooh, crazy.
Shook Ones, we spoke on that too. Mobb
Shook
Deep.
Ones Part 2?
Correct.
Okay.
Have it.
I was gonna say, it's gotta be the one.
Definitely. Mass Appeal by DJ Premier.
Okay.
That rounds out my top 5. Of course, I have honorable mentions, but top 5 is where we at.
Well, honorable mentions. We will make a part 2, yo.
Okay, fair enough. You've stung me with that before, so I was on point this time. I didn't go. I didn't go past the 5.
I like your top 5, and 2 of your joints in your top 5 is in mine. So I'm gonna get those out the way first. I went with Gangstar, Mass Appeal. That's my favorite beat.
Really?
That's my favorite beat ever. I just love that beat. Anytime I'm just like, that's one of the most hip hop. If you could say a hip hop, what a hip hop beat is, Mass Appeal. Like,
yeah.
The sample even comes from another hip hop song. Like the sampling comes from and then another sample that's in that joint comes from a jazz song. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many levels. The cutting.
That's hip hop. That's so hip hop.
Always the Premier for putting cuts in his music, like in his beats. So it's just like Mass Appeal is my favorite hip hop beat. I don't think anything's ever gonna top it. I don't think any producers could ever top Mass Appeal. Then we got the Neptunes Grinding. So we agreed on those two. Then I went with the Neptune Super Thug. Love that beat. I don't want to say Neptunes because I really put the producers' names and not the artists. So Noriega's Super Thug, one of my favorite beats. Then I went with A Tribe Called Quest, Electric Relaxation. Very jazzy. Love that joint. And then another reason why it's one of my favorite joints is because the Wayans brothers put that on the intro to their show, which is one of my favorite shows. I know you're not a particular big fan of the Wayans brothers, but I love that show. I watch it still all the time. And then, what, am I wrong?
No, I love the show. I love that show. Okay. Just not a fan of their movies.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Me and my girl was watching Haunted House 2 the other day. Marlon Wayans is wild, bro. Like that movie is crazy.
You say wild, you're talking about homoerotic.
Not even homoerotic. It's just like erotic as hell. It's just erotic, period. It's just a lot of wild stuff she's doing with that doll. But back to the subject. Then I got another. Oh, that's my number 4. And then number 5 is Rick Ross, Santorini, Greece, produced by Bink.
Another one of Rick Ross joints was Bink VA. Another one of Rick Ross joints I had as an honorable mention.
Go ahead. Oh, that was an honorable mention?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Santorini, Greece, man. Like another one was just like, how did you find that sample? How did you use it the way that you did? I saw him do so shout out to DJ Cannon, John Cannon. He has a network that he has called Tomorrow, and he brings producers on there. They break down some of their best beats with him, and then they basically recreate the beat with him being there. And Bink did that joint with him and showed him where he got that sample from, and it's just incredible. Like Bink is just one of the ones, bro. And he's such a low-key dude. Like he still live out in Norfolk, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those guys, like he's not gonna send nobody no beat. He's gonna get in the studio with you. Like, you gotta send me where you at, and then we're gonna create this beat and we're gonna make this magic together. Pause. But yeah, Bink is one of them guys. So definitely top five for me. That's it.
I like it.
Yes, sir, man. We rounding up this Henny, oh whoa, this OG that old heads dag, bro. Your boys got on track real quick with that one. OG that old heads podcast. As we come to a close, Shug, you know what I gotta do right now.
Oh, game time.
You know it's game time. I hope you locked in. My clue for this one is Thanksgiving. Okay. So lock in right now. Put your dad cap on. Got a daddy cap on. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Dad joke. What is a turkey's favorite dessert?
Turkey's favorite dessert. Woo, sheesh. A turkey's favorite dessert. Ay, ay, ay. I'm kind of lost on this one. Thanksgiving, turkey's favorite dessert. I'm stuck in a food lane. My cranberry sauce. Stuffing.
No, that's not a dessert.
Turkey's favorite dessert is gotta be some humble pie.
Not humble pie.
Some kind of pie, obviously.
I'm gonna give you one more.
Chicken pot pie? What?
Chicken pot pie?
Yeah.
What is a turkey's favorite dessert? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Peach gobbler.
I was close. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the gobble. I just couldn't keep it. Okay.
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? I had to hit you with the Thanksgiving dad joke. I'm up. You know what I'm saying? 50-4. 51 to 4.
That 4 is a powerful 4.
It is. The ones you got, you know what I'm saying? You get all the praise for it, but I got it this week. That's it, bro. We're gonna wrap up this OG's Not Old Head podcast, man. Make sure you follow us at the big umbrella at OG's Not Old Heads. Follow me at OKTANE and my man Shug at Shug_Hill. That's SHUG_HILL. Know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it live, man. Stay in tune with the conversation. Get at us on Instagram. We will be posting all of this content online. See us on YouTube. Like I said, like, subscribe, and share. Cause we there. You know what I'm saying? Pump it up. But
What?
Yeah, man, we out of here. And like we always say in closing, peace.